Routings, the connectors between activities, control the direction and conditions for moving to the next activity. In this training, you will discover and practice the following: the 4 most used routings, how to describe the flow logic using routes, and how to identify which type of routing is needed. In ProcessModel and in business, the flow logic is critical. Everything must work. When the logic doesn't work, it's evident because things stop moving, just like in business. Get the flow correct, and the rest of the model is easy. 4 primary routes define 90% of what you will need. 6 other routes handle unusual conditions. We'll concentrate on the 4 primary routes. To change the routing type, double-click on the route and select the type dropdown. In Segment 1, we will learn how to implement OR routes, known as percentage routes. Percentage routes are the default and most commonly used route. If you draw a single route, it will be percentage, and 100% of the items leaving the source will go to the destination. If more than one option is available based on a percentage, use the percent route. These routes can be simple, such as breaking out customer types at a car wash. For example, statistics show that 40% of the customers buy a full service, while 60% buy a quick wash. Every entity has a 40% chance of being full service. If you watch this interaction over time, the breakout would be a 40-60 split occurring randomly. It's similar to flipping a coin, except that, in this case, you will get heads 40% of the time. You may see one of the routes selected several times in a row. The same route selected multiple times is expected, but with a large enough sample, the stats will exhibit the 40-60%. You can rename the entity, and then the statistics collect under the new name. This new name feature is the same on all the routes. This renaming feature creates separate stats for full service and wash-only customers, which is important, because the time difference for full service can be 10 times greater and involve manual labor. If the full service and quick service statistics were combined, the information would be confusing. The new name must be one continuous word, such as full_service or full service scrunched together. To change the name and the graphic simultaneously, place an entity on the layout. Then, instead of typing the name, select the name from the New Name dropdown. This new entity doesn't need to be connected to anything. Just place it on the layout. Each route can have a time associated with the transfer. A thought processed might be 0, or a couple of seconds. A physical move might take minutes, while the movement of a ship might take days. Don't add the move times yet. Move times will be critical at a later building stage, but keep the default time for now, and it will help you test the routing logic. Open the model named Percentage Routes. Follow the instructions on the model layout. Then, run the model and view the output. Make changes and simulate as instructed. If you have difficulty with any concept of this video, please review the video again as needed. Thanks for watching this video segment about percentage routes. If you need assistance, contact support@ProcessModel.com. The next video segment teaches principles about conditional routes, the most potent and capable routing in ProcessModel.